Section 1. A surprising revelation, the newness of an old friend. Did you know the coffee table is a surprisingly recent invention? It seems almost impossible. This piece of furniture feels so essential to our living rooms. We place our mugs on it. We rest our feet there. We scatter our books, magazines across its surface. It is the quiet center of our domestic world. Yet, if you traveled back to the year 1890, you would not find one in most homes. The concept of a low, central table specifically for the parlor was not yet common. This simple fact is a door into a fascinating story, a hidden history of how our homes and habits have changed over time. This essay will take you on that journey. We will travel from ancient civilizations to the high-tech homes of tomorrow. Its story is not just about wood, metal, and glass. It is a story about us. It reflects our social customs, our design philosophies, and our changing needs. The coffee table holds more than just our belongings. It holds a mirror to our lives. It shows how we went from formal parlors to relaxed, multi-use living spaces. The journey is full of surprising turns and beautiful designs. The shock of its newness makes us look at it differently. What did people do before it existed? Where did they set down their teacups or their evening glasses of wine? The answers lie in a scattered collection of other tables and surfaces. Section 2. Ancient Echoes. Low tables before coffee. Long before the first coffee table was crafted, people understood the need for low, accessible surfaces. In ancient Egypt, thousands of years ago, life unfolded closer to the ground. Simple, low platforms made from stone. Simple, low platforms made from wood. These were not tables in the modern sense, but they served a similar purpose. Families would gather around them, prepare food, play games, place their small household tools. These humble slabs were practical and central to daily activities. They were a surface for life, a shared space that brought people together in a simple, functional way. The ancient Greeks and Romans also had their own versions of the low table. In Greece, you might have found small, often circular tables. Some were beautifully decorated with intricate mosaics. They were used for holding wine cups, small plates of food during social gatherings. In Rome, the wealthy famously reclined on couches to eat their meals. Their food was served on low tables placed conveniently beside them. These tables were often made of bronze-fine wood, sometimes with elegantly carved legs. They were part of a culture of leisure and conversation, a crucial element in the art of the Roman feast. These ancient examples were not coffee tables, of course. The name and the specific function were centuries away. But they established a fundamental principle. They proved the value of having a low, flat surface within easy reach of where people sat and relaxed. They were platforms for sharing, for convenience, and for community. Section 3. The Tea Revolution, a precursor in 17th and 18th century England. The story of the coffee table takes a significant turn in 17th and 18th century England. A new, exotic drink was taking the nation by storm: tea. The ritual of preparing and drinking tea became a fashionable social ceremony. It was an elegant affair that required its own special equipment, including pots, cups, saucers. Suddenly, people needed a dedicated place to put all these delicate items. Thus, the tea table was born. These tables were typically small, often with a round top or a rectangular top, designed to be placed near a sofa or a set of chairs for serving. These new tea tables were more than just functional. They were statements of taste and refinement. Craftsmen began to create beautiful and ornate pieces. They used expensive woods like mahogany, which had just become widely available. The designs were often delicate and graceful, with slender legs, pie-crust edge. Some tables even copied the elegant forms, decorative motifs found on Chinese porcelain, reflecting the Asian origins of tea itself. The tea table was a symbol of sophistication. While they were called tea tables, they established the core concept of the modern coffee table. They were low tables designed specifically for serving drinks in a social setting. They were placed centrally among a group of people, encouraging conversation and interaction. The tea ceremony created a focal point in the room, and the table was right at its heart. It was the first time a small, low table had been given such a specific and important role within the main living space. It was no longer just a convenient surface, but a stage for a cherished daily ritual. However, these were still not quite the coffee tables we know today. They were often lighter and more mobile, sometimes brought into the room only when needed. The idea of a permanent, stationary low table in the center of the seating area had not yet fully taken hold. The Victorian era, spanning the 19th century, a time of abundance and decoration, homes filled to the brim, furniture, fabrics, objects. A central table in the parlor became established. Not yet called coffee tables served the same function. They were low, sheer, solid, placed in the middle of a seating group. Heavy, upholstered sofas, chairs surrounding the table. The table acted as an anchor, the room's focal point, not delicate tea tables of the previous century. Heavy, substantial, were built to impress. Dark, rich woods, mahogany, rosewood, walnut. Surfaces with marquetry inlay, carved legs, scrolls, leaves. Ornate details showcased a family's wealth, a status symbol. Surface rarely bare, velvet or brocade cloth, tassels. On top, a large oil lamp, silver-framed family photos, leather-bound books, knickknacks, a miniature museum, a curated surface telling the family's story. This period solidified the coffee table as the heart of the living space. Permanent fixture, the gravitational center of social life. While heavy and largely decorative, the Victorian era gave the coffee table its place. Stage set for the 20th century, designers would strip away ornament, rethink form, and give it the name we use today. As the 20th century began, a powerful reaction against Victorian excess swept through the world of design. A new spirit of modernism was in the air. Designers wanted to create things that were simple, functional, honest. This was the moment when the coffee table, as we truly know it, was born and named. The heavy carving and dark woods of the past were replaced by clean lines, geometric shapes, innovative materials. Two major movements, Art Deco, the Bauhaus, led this charge. The Art Deco style, which flourished in the 1920s and 1930s, was all about glamour and modernity. It embraced bold geometric forms like zigzags, sunbursts, stepped shapes. Coffee tables from this period were often sleek and luxurious. Designers experimented with new and exciting materials and combined polished wood veneers, gleaming metal, shiny lacquer, elegant panels of glass. Some even used early plastics like bakelite for handles or decorative details. An Art Deco coffee table was a statement piece. It captured the optimistic, fast-paced energy of the Jazz Age and was sophisticated, stylish, utterly modern. At the same time, the Bauhaus school in Germany promoted a more radical vision. Their motto was, "Form follows function." They believed design should be rational, unadorned, accessible to everyone. Bauhaus designers stripped furniture to essentials. Their coffee tables were studies in simplicity. They often featured tubular steel frames inspired by the bicycle, topped with a simple surface of wood glass. The look was industrial, revolutionary. It rejected the idea that furniture needed ornament to be beautiful. The coffee table became a laboratory for new ideas. It was small enough for designers to experiment without the cost of a larger piece like a sofa cabinet. The shift was profound. The table was no longer just a stand for lamps, photographs. It became an object of design in its own right, meant to be admired for its shape, materials, clever construction. This modernist revolution cleared the way for the next wave of design, making the coffee table a 20th century icon. The period after World War II, from roughly the mid-1940s to the late 1960s, was a golden age for furniture design. This mid-century modern era gave us some of the most famous and enduring coffee tables ever created. Designers embraced the optimism of the post-war years, using new technologies and materials to create furniture that was beautiful, practical, and perfectly suited to the new, informal style of living. Homes were becoming more open, and the living room was the undisputed center of family life. The coffee table cemented its role as the essential anchor for this space. This era produced a cast of design superstars. Names like Eero Saarinen and George Nelson became household words. Saarinen, for instance, wanted to clear up the slum of legs in American homes. His stunningly simple pedestal table, introduced in 1957, featured a single sculptural base supporting a round top supporting an oval top, often made of marble or laminate. Another icon is George Nelson's platform bench from 1946. With its clean slatted wood top and simple metal legs, it could be used as a bench or a coffee table, embodying the era's love for flexible, multi-purpose furniture. The materials used were just as important as the shapes. Designers were excited by the possibilities of molded plywood, a technique developed during the war. They could bend and shape wood into gentle, organic curves. This resulted in tables that felt softer and more natural than the hard-edged, geometric forms of the earlier modernists. Glass tops became very popular, as they made small rooms feel larger and more open. Thin, elegant metal legs, often in a hairpin shape, gave tables a sense of lightness, as if they were floating just above the floor. These mid-century modern coffee tables were perfectly in tune with the times. They were low, casual, and functional. They were designed for real life, for holding drinks, snacks, ashtrays, the new flood of paperback books, and magazines. Many of these designs have never gone out of production. Their timeless appeal lies in their perfect balance of simplicity, elegance, and practicality. They represent a high point in the coffee table's history, a moment when it became not just a useful object, but a beloved piece of modern sculpture for the home. Today, the coffee table's story continues to evolve, reflecting the complex needs and values of the 21st century. Its role has expanded far beyond being just a pretty surface. As our homes become smarter and living spaces smaller, the coffee table has transformed into a multifunctional workhorse. We see this in the rise of lift-top designs. The surface can be raised to create a comfortable height for working on a laptop, or for eating a meal. Many tables now come with hidden drawers, shelves, secret compartments that help keep our clutter organized. At the same time, a powerful movement towards sustainability is growing. People are more conscious about the environmental impact of what they buy. Designers are exploring a wide range of eco-friendly materials. Reclaimed wood salvaged from old buildings, fast-growing, renewable bamboo. Innovative materials are emerging. Recycled plastics repurposed into furniture. Mycelium, the root structure of mushrooms, grown into shaped, biodegradable forms. Technology is also being woven into the fabric of the coffee table. The surface is becoming an interactive hub for our digital lives. Tables now have built-in wireless charging pads. Just place your phone to power up. Some include integrated Bluetooth speakers for music. Others add subtle LED lighting to change a room's mood. This trend is only beginning. Prototypes show full touchscreen surfaces, turning the coffee table into a giant tablet for games, photo viewing, or controlling other smart home devices. So, what does the future hold? Coffee tables could be more personal and adaptive, made from materials that are easily recycled or composted, adjusting height and shape with a voice command, learning our habits, gently glowing to remind us to take a break, or suggesting an evening playlist. Or maybe the simple, beautifully crafted wooden table will remain beloved. The coffee table's future, like its past, will reflect our lives. It will remain a quiet, constant companion at home. So, let's begin this exploration. We will uncover the secret past of this humble, hard-working piece of furniture. It is a tale that starts thousands of years ago, long before coffee was the world's favorite drink. We will see how different cultures used low surfaces for gathering and daily life. This tale connects ancient stone slabs to the smart tables that are now appearing in modern homes. Prepare to see your coffee table in a whole new light. It is not just furniture. It is a small, wooden testament to the history of domestic comfort. These early tables were the ancestors, the distant relatives of the piece that now sits in your living room. They show us that the idea is not entirely new, even if the specific form is. The concept of a low-level gathering point has been with us for millennia. It is a thread that runs through human history, connecting different cultures and different eras. The journey from a stone slab in the desert to a polished wooden table was a long one, but the seed of the idea was planted very early on. It just needed time and a new, fashionable beverage to truly blossom. From the tea tables of England to the decorative stands of the Victorian era, the idea was slowly taking shape. It was waiting for the right moment, the right social shift, to finally step into the center of the room and make itself indispensable. We will travel from ancient civilizations to the high-tech homes of tomorrow. We will see how a simple piece of furniture evolved